Hello students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, I'll be continuing with the second PUC model paper released by the board. Today's video is about the 10-mark questions. Two 10-mark questions I'll be explaining today. The balance 2 I'll be continuing in the next video. Before getting into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time, or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends. And also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. So without wasting time, let us get into the video. So you will have total 4 10-mark questions in which you have to answer any 2 questions. So answer any 2 of the following questions in 30 to 40 sentences each. Each answer will carry a total of 10 marks. So let us see the first question. That is 40th question in your question paper. Why is Gupta age called the golden age in Indian history? Gupta age has a unique position in the history of India. The European writers have compared it with the age of Pericles of Greece, Augustus Caesar of Rome, and Queen Elizabeth of England due to the all-round development in this age. This age saw achievements in the field of religion, education, literature, art, architecture, science, technology, etc. So like this, 2-3 sentences you can write as an introduction. Then you can start with the first subheading, Revival of Hinduism. This is one of the outstanding features of Gupta age. The Gupta emperors were followers of Hinduism but were tolerant towards religions like Buddhism and Jainism. Hindu religion received great encouragement and became the state religion of Guptas, and the worship of Vishnu, Shiva and Durga became popular. The rulers performed Vedic rites, sacrifices and rituals like Ashwamedha, Vajapeya and Rajasuya. During the Gupta age, many Vishnu temples were constructed. Shaiva and Shakti cult were also popular. The second subheading, Education. Education greatly flourished under the Guptas, and the kings themselves were great scholars and educationalists. A number of universities were started during this age. They attracted not only Indians but also foreign students. The main universities of Gupta period were Takshashila, Nalanda, Saranatha and Ajanta. Patliputra and Vallabhi were great centers of education, and the important subjects taught were Puranas, literature, philosophy, arithmetic, astrology and science. The next subheading, Literature. Religious literature, including the Vedas, were in the form of hymns, were brought into writing during the Gupta period. The age is called the Golden Age of Sanskrit literature. Samudragupta was described as a king among poets in Allahabad inscription, and he was also a gifted musician and a scholar. The Navaratnas lived in the court of Chandragupta too. Among them, Kalidasa was the greatest poet and dramatist. He wrote famous dramas like Malavigagnimitra, Vikramorvashiya, Shakuntala, and great epics like Raghuvamsha and Kumarasambhava. He also wrote lyrical poems like Meghaduta and Ritusamhara. Next subheading, Science and Technology. Tremendous progress were achieved in the field of science, mathematics, astronomy, medicine and metallurgy. Aryabhatta was the greatest mathematician and astronomer of this period. In his book Surya Siddhanta, he discusses as to how the earth revolves on its axis. He also tells about how lunar and solar eclipses occur. Aryabhatta wrote another book in which he describes about the decimal system. Brahmagupta was another mathematician who showed the importance of zero. Varahamihira was one of the greatest scientists, and he wrote Panchasiddhantika, Brihat Jataka and Brihat Samhite. He was a great scholar in astronomy, botany, mathematics and geography. Brihat Samhite deals with the movements of heavenly bodies. Charaka and Shushruta were important in the field of medicines. They wrote Samhites. Dhanvantari was regarded as the father of Indian medicine, that is Ayurveda. Vagabhatta wrote Ashtanga Sangraha. The Mehroli iron pillar discovered near Delhi is an outstanding example of their metallurgical skill. Even after being exposed to the sun and rain for centuries, the pillar has not rusted or lost its strength. Art and architecture. The basic structural features of Indian temple architecture developed during Gupta period. Mathura, Banaras, Patna, Udaygiri, etc. were centers of their artistic activity, and the Shavdara temple of Devagar was the first temple of the Gupta period. The other temples of the Gupta age was Shiva temple of Bhumara and brick temple of Bittergaon. A number of statues of Lord Buddha were also erected during this time. The Sultanganj Buddha statue of 7.5 feet height is now preserved in the Museum of Birmingham. Guptas give special encouragement to painting. The paintings of on the walls of Bagh near Gwalior is an example of Gupta painting. The Gupta rulers built many cave temples in Ajanta, and the scenes from the life of Buddha was painted by Gupta painters. The paintings of mother and child in cave 17 is quite realistic and beautiful among the Ajanta paintings. So all these are the points which you have to write if the question coming regarding Gupta age, golden age. So first you start with an introduction, then each subheading like revival of Hinduism, education, literature, art and architecture, science and technology. All these headings with detailed explanation will give you a proper 10-mark answer. Each heading should be underlined and you have to write the explanation below that. If you want detailed explanation of any of these answers, you can go to the chapter-wise videos. There is a separate playlist for that. There each chapter, each topic is explained in detail. Okay, now let us move on to the next 10-mark question. 41st question, critically examine the administrative experiments of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So basically you write an introduction. He was a son of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq and his actual name was Prince Jauna Khan, and he ascended the throne with the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He is known for his military, economic, and administrative experiments. So let us see what are the administrative experiments done by Muhammad bin Tughlaq. First subheading, increase of tax in Doab area. The area between the river Ganga and Yamuna was very fertile, and Muhammad bin Tughlaq decided to increase the tax in this area. Although it was a practical decision, the tax hike was too steep. It was introduced at the time when lack of rainfall had already created much problem. The farmers who were unable to pay were ruthlessly punished, and this measure made Muhammad bin Tughlaq very unpopular. The second subheading, transfer of capital. The Sultan decided to shift the capital from Delhi to Devagiri to safeguard it from the Mongol invasion. He built a new city near Devagiri and named it as Daulatabad. Another reason for shifting the capital was proximity of Delhi to the border, and new capital was in the center of the empire. He wanted to shift the entire population. The reason for shifting the capital was very practical, but the method adopted was impractical. The entire population of Delhi was made to travel to Daulatabad. The journey was very tiresome and they had to pass through dense forest, heavy rains and diseases. This resulted in death and suffering of the people. Realizing his mistake, Sultan ordered all the people to march back to Delhi, and this caused many more casualties. This incident made him highly unpopular. The third administrative experiment is token currency reform. Muhammad bin Tughlaq carried out experiments on coins and currency. He wanted to save precious metals like gold and silver. For this reason, copper coins were issued, which are the same value of silver tanka. Minting copper coins was not retained as a monopoly of the government. The empire was flooded with thousands of counterfeit copper coins. People started paying taxes with such coins, and coins lost their value. The Sultan recalled copper coins and people were asked to exchange them with silver and gold coin. The royal treasury became empty and the currency reform of the Sultan utterly failed. Dr. V.A. Smith says that Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a compound of contradictions. He was a learned scholar, an excellent speaker, and he possessed sound knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, philosophy, etc. But his policies, though well meant, were ill planned and badly executed. This gave him the reputation of being mixture of opposites. So these are the points regarding the administrative experiments of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So first you start with an introduction, then first subheading increase of tax in Doberia, second subheading is shifting of capital from Delhi to Devagiri, and third subheading is token currency reform. So all these points you explain and finally finish with a conclusion. So this is how you write this 10-mark answer. As I already said, if any one of you wants a detailed explanation of this answer, please go to the chapter wise video and you can see it there. So I hope you have understood these two answers very clearly. In the coming video, I'll be completing the next two essays. So in case you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section, and I will be uploading the preparatory question paper with answers in the coming videos. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Thank you for watching.